Most bar food is finger food, bite-sized snacks you can munch on while drinking a beer. But one of the country's oldest and most famous bars made its name serving the classic saloon fare you eat with a spoon. For a rocking roadhouse with great chili, we head next to West Hollywood, California, home of the world-famous Barney's Beanery.
There's a piece of nostalgia here. It's still nice, old Hollywood.
This is a place where everyone can just really come together and it doesn't necessarily have to cover just one type of age group, age brackets.
The vibe is just unbeatable.
Boom!
Barney's Beanery is a classic L.A. roadhouse where anyone and everyone can congregate for a cold beer and a great chili burger. Barney's Beanery has been the West Hollywood hotspot for good times and good food for over 80 years. It was started in San Francisco by a man named Barney Anthony in 1920, who moved the Beanery south in 1927 in search of a warmer climate.
It was originally opened as just a roadhouse destination point for people heading out west. Route 66 was how you got here, and so this was the last stop at the end, and so tons of people who came to the city from the east landed at Barney's Beanery.
From its very beginning, this Route 66 roadhouse has been a celebrity hangout. In the 40s, Barney's belonged to guys like Bogart and Cagney, and later, Beat Generation writers like Charles Bukowski filled the booths. But the era Barney's is most strongly associated with is the 1960s and 70s. The bar that served beer during Prohibition became the hangout for the counterculture icons of the hippie movement.
I shot pool with Morrison back in those days. I came in here so often I got a job here tending bar.
Jim Morrison had a little too much to drink one night and urinated on the bar. They had to throw him out for that. It's really, there are a lot of things that you could do here, but that wasn't one of them.
The Lizard King also got socked in the face here one night by Janis Joplin, who was last seen at the Beanery before her untimely death.
Janis, faithfully so, had her last meal here. She was eating at her table and she went home and then they discovered her the next day. She was here all the time.
Janis had her own favorite table at Barney's, and though the original tables have been replaced, the tabletops are still here.
And they put them on the ceiling because they had all these great carvings of just people who had been in here who carved their name. One of those people was Janis Joplin. She carved Janice Lynn on a table. You'd be hard-pressed to find a celebrity who's spent any amount of time in Los Angeles and had not been here before.
With recording of the new track done for the day, Janice and some of her bandmates stop at the local bar, Barney's Beanery, for a nightcap. Here, Janis Joplin will raise a glass for one last time. In less than an hour, a lifetime of excess will finally catch up with the queen of rock and roll. October 4th, 1970, 12:30 a.m., Barney's Beanery, Hollywood, California. Janis Joplin is enjoying what will be the last drink of her tumultuous life. In less than 1 hour, she'll be dead. Janis and her bandmates from the Full Tilt Boogie Band are unwinding at the local bar after a day of working on their new album, Pearl.
Ken told me that she was really happy with the way things were coming along. He says, "Don't you guys ever leave me." I said, "Don't worry, we won't."
In Janis's latest band, she's found a great group of musicians, a new family, and most importantly, a way to get back into the spotlight.
Hi, this is Pat Rocco, and we're here for Bizarre Productions news service in front of one of the oldest establishments here in Hollywood. It's a restaurant, and it's called Barney's Beanery. Now, there is a particular protest going on this evening that I think you'll find quite interesting. From what I understand, Barney's Beanery has had a sign inside its bar that says, "Faggots, stay out." And there are a lot of people around here this evening who are protesting the use of that sign. When did the sign go up?
1959.
And what was the purpose of putting the sign up?
To discourage the faggots from coming in.
I see. Did you have problems at that time? Is that why the sign went up?
There were problems prior to that. There was, the Vice Squad had a raid in here, and it took us 2 years to clear the name. If Barney's Beanery name wasn't cleared, then the liquor license would have been suspended, but the name was cleared and everything was straightened out, and as a result, Dad put the signs up. There was a total, I think, of 8 or 10 signs throughout the whole place, but they just stayed in the bar.
And now you're down to one sign.
Is it one? I don't know.
We should have time to take the other. Okay. Well, now, what do you feel about what's happening this evening? Evidently, there are a lot of people who are protesting the use of that sign. What are your personal feelings about that?
Well, that's their privilege. If they don't like it, they don't have to like it. But I'm not going to pull it down for that reason.
What reason would you find that would be important enough for you to take the sign down?
A legal reason.
A legal reason? That would be your only reason. Okay, good enough.
But as we've told everybody, that anybody that comes in here is welcome to be served with, be it food or drink, and as long as they behave themselves and not interfere with anybody else. That's their privilege, and the sign will continue, and anybody that may not like it or enjoy it or be ill at ease as a result of it, it's a two-way swinging door. Just the same as they can walk in, they can walk out. No hard feelings on anybody's part.
Do you find that being in Hollywood, which is the movie capital of the world, and where there are many artistic people, do you find that possibly, getting right down to the point, do you find that many of your customers are homosexuals or gay people who are in the industry and who are also your customers?
They may be, that's their business. We haven't asked them or taken a census. As long as they come in here and whatever they wish, we'll serve them. And as long as whatever they do it elsewhere.
Do you mind if we take a look at that sign and bring our cameras right over to it?
Certainly.
Okay, let's do that. Do you think we can follow along here? We've got a way to go. So follow along here with me. We're going through Barney's Beanery, one of the most unique spots in town. This is the restaurant portion, and now we're going through. We can get our light. Here we come. We're going through into the bar. And we'll take a look at the bar itself, some of the people who are standing along here, and we'll get a look at the sign that is particularly in question. It's right up behind the bar over in there, if we can get our cameras onto it. There it is. It's been there for a number of years now. There have been several all around town, all around the restaurant, as the person indicated earlier, but evidently this is the last one to stay. Well, you'd never believe that such a furor could be caused over one little sign. But it certainly is, and there's a lot of people right out here walking in front of Barney's Beanery who are protesting that sign. If I can call a couple of people out of line, we'll see what they've got to say with it. Here's a young lady. May I call you for just a moment? Now, we're talking about the sign that you're protesting. What does your sign say? Love, love, love. Okay, and the other side? There is no other side. All right, what have you got to say concerning the sign that's posted inside? It says Faggots stay out.
Okay, well, the way I feel is that if they're going to post a sign saying Faggots keep out, that's like posting a sign saying no niggers allowed. And in the South, when they had their first protest marches for civil rights, they first started protesting about the signs in cafeterias and other public establishments. I told him that I didn't feel that a restaurant legally could refuse to service somebody because of race, color, creed, or religion. And in a sense, there may be some sort of political possible fight that we could use, saying that they are discriminating against us because of our creed.
I see.
Because homosexuality in some people is self-made and therefore could be considered to be a creed.
She struts into the room. Well, I don't know her, but with a magnifying glance, I just sort of look her over. We have a drink or two, well, maybe three, and then suddenly she starts telling me her life story.
Why did you throw the jack of hearts away? Why did you throw the jack of hearts away? It was the only card in the deck that I had left to play. I'll say it again, I need a brand new friend. And I'll say it again, I need a brand new friend. And I'll say it again, I need a brand new
Evidently, you're here watching to make sure that there are no incidents this evening.
Right.
Are you familiar with what the problems are this evening?
Well, my understanding is that Barney's Beanery has a sign over the bar that says "Faggots stay out." Mr. Kite and his Gay Liberation Front is protesting that sign and alleged discrimination towards homosexuals. That's it.
Have there been any incidents so far
None
this
at all.
evening?
We don't expect any.
You don't
We've
expect
talked to both people concerned, and they're going to cooperate with us fully, and we're going to cooperate with them.
Very good. How many officers are there here this evening to watch over?
Just me.
Just you? All by yourself? There's another car over there, but they're going to leave after a while.
Yeah, these are just the area.
This looks like a lady officer. I don't think we've had a lady officer on camera before. She's a lovely lady. Could you come up for just a moment? What's your name, young lady?
Deputy Swing.
Deputy, how long have you been with the police department?
Just about a year.
A year. What is your function with the police department?
I work just about as well as the men do, about the same things.
I see.
Now.
You're familiar with the problems that they're having this evening with
Yeah.
the sign and the protesters?
Yeah.
Do you have a personal opinion?
No.
No personal opinion. Is that kind of a thing with the police department, that it's best not to give personal opinion?
Best way, be impersonal.
I see.
Agree, yeah.
Very good. Okay, we'll go back over to the group.